Welcome to motherfucking Sports Punch in this bitch. Welcome
Yeah.
back. It's your boy Keef2TALL.
Yeah, he took so long to start you. I don't know what he doing, but keep on going though.
It's Keef2TALL. My,
Mm-hmm.
my, my man's brother
Mm-hmm.
O.
Yes, sir.
Soul Prophets, own, very best, one of one, only one.
Mm-hmm.
Beanhead and the yellow shirt. Only one that's doing it out here looking this good. Where the ladies at? Where the bitches at? Where the bitches? Where the titties at? Nah, it's playing and stuff, but
Yeah, what he
that,
at?
that's
What
a
what what what, what Boosie say? Put your pussy on the camera. What he say? Put your pussy on the camera.
nah, but that was a snowfall reference for y'all that think we just some horny, misogynistic
We good.
guys.
We good. Some of us, I mean, sometimes you may want to be a little
Sometimes,
misogynistic,
sometimes
but not all
we
the
are,
time. Like
man.
we really not like that.
Man, go,
I'm too smooth for that bullshit. But
you know.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. This is another episode of Sports Punch. I am your host with the most fresh in the flesh. It is me, brother O, and Keith Too Tall. Welcome back to another episode of Sports Punch. Keith, what we got? What you got on tap for us today, brother?
What we got on tip? We got summer league play from the top four. Top four.
Oh, that should be good. That should be good.
Top four players. Break down to each player's uh game from what we've seen in summer league. And yes, we know it's summer league. You can take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like when you play amongst your peers, you should be one of the better ones that can show you like, all right, you could probably be ready for the next level, or at least get ready for the next
Mm-hmm.
level. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my thing. We're gonna talk about what the Sox and Cubs are right now as of after the All Star break and a little bit before. We also talk a little bit about the World Cup and who won, what happened.
Okay. Right.
It's some things that made me, I always had reservation about soccer, and that
Mm-hmm.
tournament just showed me why I don't fuck with soccer like that. And then, who was hooping the Hornets in summer league? Who was expected to be good, who was expected to be, not so good, but ended up being good. So
Mm-hmm.
some few surprises, some people that let you down. But let's get right into it, man. Summer League breakdown. I'm sure you was there to watch most of the games live in time because I was out in New York, New York, New York. For the Jay Z weekend of all 3 days. Well, I was there 2 out of 3 days, but we can talk about that later because
You was
it
there
seemed like
what?
your
Say it
face
again.
right there.
You
You
was
see,
there
bro.
what?
2 out of 3 nights. I
Okay.
was there for a
Okay.
blueprint night on Saturday, and I was there on Sunday for the extra innings. I'm gonna say wild story to tell, but I will get into that later as far as that. But let's get straight to the sports, man. Let's see how you feel about the number one pick, AJ DeBonster. He only played 2 games. Only played 2 games, so just a small sample of what we was able to see. But
It's not troubling to me that that AJ Devonsa played what two games, 3 games?
yeah, no, and that's a thing. Like I saw T Mac say on the podcast with him and Vince Carter that they ruining summer league because they not having these players play every game, which to a certain extent I do agree, especially
Mm-hmm.
them being younger players.
Mm-hmm.
Showcase themselves. And like when I was coming up, summer league was lit. Like I used to be thirsty to look for summer league because that was the only basketball that we had in the summer. And like
Mm-hmm.
this is a real time you can actually catch these rookies, or your team that you just drafted or signed or whatever, play some legit games for at least about 3 to 5 or
Absolutely.
6 games.
Absolutely. And
So
see, it's weird now because we're not seeing these guys. So I don't know if you remember the pro-am, the Chicago
mhm.
pro-am or the LA program and things like that. That's where guys would come to get their game off during the summer, right? Or during the spring when before the summer league started. And then once they got to summer league, uh, the NBA players would either still be playing in the pro-ams or they would go to the summer league and play, or they would just take the time out, depending on what type of player you are, depending on what type of player that you are. So now we're in a situation now where we're looking at these guys that are coming to play, and we're not seeing them do the best that they can. AJ DeBunsa, but from what I seen about AJ DeBunsa, he looked good. He looked
that's
decent. Uh, excuse me, pardon me. I think we talked about this before. He has a game that is similar to me to that of a Tracy McGrady, um, with a little bit of Kevin Durant in there. And I said that also about Caleb Wilson, but we didn't get to see that much from
AJ.
AJ because it was only a couple games that he played in. And I don't know if that's because of injury. They're scared that he's going to get injured before the season actually starts. But
Yeah,
we're not going to find out what these guys are really made of until the season starts to round out, bro.
yeah.
We got to see what it looks like. So the NCAA tournament is a total of 30 games, 32 games, 40
Like during the regular
games,
season, the regular
all
season
together,
starts.
all the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
from the
yeah,
regular
yeah, yeah.
season
30,
to the end.
about 30 regular games, and then like six if you go far enough.
Okay, boom. So we're not going to see what these guys are like until midway through an NBA season. We're not going to understand. We're not going to be able to see. I ain't going to say understand. We're not going to be able to see what they are actually capable of until we get that far into the season because we know we need to find out things about consistency, durability, uh, intelligence on a basketball court. Are they able to play defense and offense? What type of player are they going to round out into? So with AJ, him only playing 2 or 3 games, we didn't really get much of a sample size from him. We just said, oh, 20 points a game, 24 points a game that he averaged. That looks cool.
Yeah,
That's decent, but it's not saying a lot about him. Caleb Wilson, he only played what 4 games or something like that. So it's things about that I'm not expecting a lot from summer league. It was just good to see them. I saw Caleb go out there and drop 35. I seen him go out there and drop 20. These are things that are just great to see, and I want to see more. I wanted to see more of it, but we didn't. The sample size was too short to really get a really good breakdown of a guy who's like six. They say 6'8". I'm gonna say the guy is like 6'9". I'm gonna say the majority of these guys that were at that time that they're saying is 6'8", they're probably 6'9" or 6'10". And that's not to say anything bad about them. It's just to say that they're short in their height because they don't, they may want to play the 2 spot or the 3 spot. They don't want to play the 4 spot and the 5 spot. And they don't want to be a stretch four. They don't want to play the 5 spot, and they're very small guys. So that may be the issue with them as well. But from what I did see, AJ looks good. It looks like so the rookie of the year is going to be very tough to me. I think it may be a cold. I think it may be a situation where it may be a cold rookie of the year. AJ DeBansa look good. Caleb Wilson looks good. All right. Darren Peterson looks fucking good, even though he didn't play a lot of the games. So my I can't really give you a great breakdown of these guys because the sample size was just that. It was very small, But I've seen what these guys are capable of. I know that AJ DeBancer can take you off the dribble. I did see that he will take it to the rack. He's not afraid of contact. He will body you when he goes to the rack. He does have a heart to go to the rack. But I'll just say this: I like what I see. I can't give him a proper grade because it's not like I got to see him every night.
I fucking can not explain that.
And the
no,
other part is I didn't see him against the best competition that's out there. I see them against guys that are trying to make the team the same way we would see in football. All these guys are trying to round themselves into football. I mean basketball shape. They're trying to get themselves together for the season, and it's too early to determine whether or not we're looking at greatness or if they're B caliber, B caliber, anything like that.
yeah, no. So for AJ DeBonsa, 2 games, he averaged 25 points in those 2 games, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2.5 steals. Um, my comparison also is a young Toronto Raptors, Tracy McGrady. I
Mm-hmm.
see that right now as he is like even T Mac was still like trying to figure it out. But I think what I've seen him from AJ in those 2 games amongst his peers and other, sophomores or whatever, whoever been in the league for a little bit, he has movements of a young T Mac from the Toronto Raptors. Not Orlando Magic T Mac yet, but it's on the way if you put the work in his game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's not idle. He don't stand around. He don't stay. He's not stationary. He moves. He moves around a lot. He stay on the move, slasher type. I think he will fit perfect though in between Anthony Davis and Trey Young though. I feel like what he brings to the table will. The thing is like with him, he has a chance of winning Rookie of the Year, but I think because of those two and the rest of the team how it's like built, he may not get the opportunity as much as Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, Caleb Wilson will as far as touches. this year, but unless they just give him the keys to the car, like, hey, young fella, we falling behind you. We here to support you, be your crutch, show you the way how to win, and but let you do your thing. If you want to, wave some people off and do your thing, go ahead. If you want to, pick and roll, call some plays.
There it is. They're not,
That's
like you said, they're not giving him the keys to the car. They're letting him learn from the others around him. They're giving him veterans around him to help him out. AJ Devanza, it's up to you during the summer, like it is now, and for the next 3 to 5 years to work on your game, to round your game out, to make sure that you are a three-level scorer, but to make sure that you can play defense as well. You have all this time to work on all those things, not just be an offensive player, or dynamic, or a great offensive player, but to round your game out completely, to make sure that you can shut down a guy on defense, to go out there and be able to guard a 1, 2, or 3, and a 4 out there on the court, and to be able to be a Swiss Army knife, but know that when they need to get a bucket, they can get a bucket from you. But you don't have to do it right away. You can grow into that role because you have Trey. You got Ice Trey over there. You got AD, Anthony Davis over there. And you as a third or the fourth option is great for you because you get to sit back and take all that in and develop that skill. You don't have to worry about being the main guy. Even though you may want to be the main guy now, you don't have to worry about being that because you can build yourself up into that role.
yeah. So with him, he can score inside the 3 point line. His mid range is pretty good. He can get to the hole. His 3 pointer does need work. He wasn't shooting the 3 pointer very well in summer
That's
league,
expected to me.
and he can show that and it showed in college that he can do it. But like it just put a little more work in that. You got Trey Young to work with. Put your and the guy Trey Johnson, who's one of the best 3 point shooters in the league, especially on the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Getting on that with him, shoot some shots up, put 1,000 up every day, see
Yeah.
what you do. But yeah, but he's a willing,
You got the 1,000 or 2,000 shots up, bro. You definitely got to do that.
but he's willing and a good passer when he want to be. Play some type of defense. Will block some shots. I think he had 1.5 blocks in the summer league.
Which is good
Looking,
as well if you're getting
yeah,
1.5 blocks and 2.5 steals. That's great.
yeah. So like a small sample size still seeing that he's active and showing that he's going to put that working on both sides of the ball. But defense is decent in transition. He's good on the transition side. I might be a little worried about if he get caught up on the bigger guys on the fours and the fives, but I think he'll play small forward for that team. Just may need to put some pounds on eventually, but that'll grow as he play more each season and he get used to the rigorous NBA 82 game season. So I think he'll be a great fit for the Wizards for that team. I think he went to a good location where he could thrive and be a guy for that team and for years to come. I'm not mad at it. I like AJ's style, and that's my little report or scouting from what I've seen in the summer league and
For sure.
highlights from the college. Number two pick Darren Peterson in 3 games only. He averaged 20.7 points per game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal.
Bonafide score.
Bonafide
Bonafide score.
score.
There's nothing you're going to be able to do about Darren Peterson getting the ball and scoring. Uh, if if not rookie of the year, co-rookie of the year with one of these guys. But it's obvious that he can score, bro. And it looks effort. I don't know about you from what you've seen while you was out partying and having a hell of a time. Salute to you going to New York and seeing that Jayz concert. But it's effortless. It takes nothing for him to get a bucket.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks so easy to a point where you can almost see that it looks robotic because he's done it so many damn times. It looks so it almost to me it looks robotic or like it's just like he's doing it like he's doing a drill. It looks to me. So let me say this: it looks that easy when he's scoring. It looks like it's that easy for him. I can get to my spot here at 19 feet. I get to my spot here at 17 feet. Oh, you gonna stop me from getting there? Okay, well I can get off. I can come off a screen or a pin down, and I can get a bucket on the baseline, and I'm good there as well. Like I don't see anything wrong with his game as far as as far as him being offensive. But again, after that 30 game mark, are these guys going to hit that wall? Will you be able to sustain yourself throughout the course of the season and continue to play the way that you guys are known to play? Like, can you get past that rookie wall and go into the second part of the season after All-Star break? And will you be able to produce? And can you produce at a higher level, knowing that you guys are trying to get into the playoffs? What is going to happen at that point? That's what I want to know. He didn't play much of the summer league either, bro.
Yeah, he had three
None of
games.
them did. And I think here's my question to you about that. Do you think there's a fear amongst the teams, the owners, and the management about these guys playing more than 2 games? Are they shutting these guys down because there's a fear of them getting hurt, or are they already hurting and they need these guys to repair? Like, what do you think it is?
I think it's the actual thing of them possibly getting hurt. But I think that these top four guys are that, you know, they are praised so high to be this good or actually be franchise changing players. Then that I think that's what it is. Like they actually consider these players franchise changing players that can come and help and eventually become great stars. And they're like, you know what, shut it down. Because I feel like the last couple of years they do that for like one or two guys, but the rest of them, most of them playing most of those games half the time, unless they like already, unless they already hurt,
Mm-hmm.
already like got something going on lingering, and just want to keep them out the thing. So I think with AJ, Darren, they both played 2 and 3 respectively. So I do think that's a consideration of like they don't want to get them hurt or risk getting hurt because the NBA season is one of the quickest turnarounds in the major league sports. So it's like, look up, it's going to be the NBA season in a couple months. So,
It
I
is.
mean, I would love to see them play more, especially like if you have a summer league championship going on. So, try to actual fight for the win. But also, the players, it's really just them. It's like the rest of the team is filled with like maybe second year players, maybe third year player, or like a 14th, 15th man off the bench. But the rest of the guys is probably not going to be on the team. It's probably going to be in the G League. And these guys will be thirsty to fight to make a team, to show they worth, try to make the team any kind of way by any means necessary. So they might have to throw a bow or two or some elbows and knees, get some hacking on them. So it's a little bit of both. It's like they don't want to deal with that, having to get hurt and then like boom, start the season. They can't come in like they want to right off the gate. But
So the
I mean,
NBA draft was when?
June 24th, like 22nd, 24th, or some shit.
Okay. So to me, and this is just my thinking. I don't know nothing. I'm not there. I don't know the stats. I don't know all the figures and the logistics, I'll say, of the NBA. But if it were me, preseason would be from July to September, middle of September.
Ooh, preseason, like legit, all like everybody on the actual team of the NBA.
Because I would want those guys to understand what you're about to go through, right? So the season starts at the end of October, right? So after September, you don't have to play no more ball. You don't have to play no more ball. You don't have to work. You don't have to do nothing. So if it were me, it would be July to the end of July to the end of August, or to the middle of September. That would be me. And
So you saying like a little gap in between, like preseason, then like a month off, then the regular season starts.
yes, so they understand what that feel like. All right, so for a month or 2 months, this is what this feels like. Now, what I'm saying is that for everybody, so everybody can get this, because I just started thinking about this. I'm not saying y'all gonna play every day of every month, but I'm saying throughout the course of the week, there will be games Monday, there will be games Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, right? Just so they could get an understanding of what that feels like.
So does that include teams that went to the finals and like deep into the playoffs, or do you
Whoever
give them?
these guys that you want to evaluate and see if they are worth playing. The guys that you know that are gonna play already, you don't have nothing to worry about. But if they want to play, fine, let them play. But the
I
guys
can
that you know aren't gonna make the team, or the guys that you know that are gonna make your practice team, that they're gonna be going against, let's put them all out there and let everybody hoop, so everybody knows what they're working with when it comes to their team and how to evaluate their players. That's just me.
Man, I mean, basketball is an all year round sport, so I can see where that. I mean, I could definitely see like teams that did make the playoffs, when they done in April. I could definitely see that happen where it's like, all right, they come back around like July, mid July, August, play your good core of your team, maybe not your stars in the beginning, but like they'll play a couple games here and there. Obviously, if they want to get
Listen, we know that the NBA comes down to a 7 or 8 man rotation once the playoff starts, right? We know
yeah,
that. So we know that 7, 8, or 9 man rotation. We know who those guys are. But 10 through 15, and some of those guys that y'all got in the practice squads, y'all can put them out on the court. Y'all can put them
yeah,
out on the court. Y'all can show up to summer league with 7 or 8 guys, and let's see how they ball with your rookies or whoever it is that you got traded, or your guys from the G League, or whoever else that you have on these teams. Y'all can put them out on the court. Put them out on the court, and let's see how those guys ball out. Right with the rest of it, let's put everybody in the mix from every team and see what those guys have.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure NBA is all about making more money, so
They are
it's
about
just it's
making more money. And the best part to me is that they have it available on YouTube, and it's available on Amazon Prime. That's why I sent it to you. Like, hey, are you able to see these games? Because they got the Summer League games on Amazon Prime. And I
yeah.
think that's a dope idea as well to have those games on Amazon Prime. So while you guys are doing that, why not just have it all out there so you guys can evaluate your talent and we can see what those guys are doing. So for a month, 2 months, a month and a half, whatever it is, we get to see that talent. And then from the middle of September to the beginning of the season at the end of October, those guys get a chance to rest. And the only thing that they should be doing is working out and doing any drills that they need to do to make sure that they round out their game. They don't have to worry about playing any more games. They just go right into working out and getting their skills together. And now I think that would be dope. Or maybe it's too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying too much.
I think that the only thing that's probably they just gonna try their best not to like ruin the season or like the basically get for the season. Like you don't want these players to be hurt or like tired by the regular season start because it's still 82 games you got to deal with. Unless
It's still, but listen. If you go ask Kobe, well, we can't.
like
God
you
bless the
can't,
dead.
it's few people.
I'm my bad, Vanessa, the kids. My bad. I didn't mean that because I like greatness, right? So Kevin Garnett, who else? Paul Pierce, who's another guy that will work hard.
I mean,
Kawhi Leonard, guys like that that really work hard. Do you think that you're asking too much of them to round out their game by having those young fellas do that for the next year or two? Do you think you're asking too much of these guys to get themselves in shape and be ready for the actual season by doing that? Because they got, bro, if they're not working out, they're gonna sit around. The devil's, what they say, idle mind is a devil's playground. What you think gonna happen if they sitting around doing nothing all day?
I mean that's where I'm hoping when this off season they are putting in the work. It's the thing that they already kind of doing it in the off season. Like they're going to play against each other or pick up or these training drills. So it's just a conversation of like does it add up? Because like that's been the kind of the last thing. The thing the last couple years they talking about like should they reduce the season from 82 games to 70 or 60? Like without all what you just said, without what's going on. So I don't know if it's a tolerance of building up, getting stronger to keep these guys healthy,
You
or
believe that these niggas can't play a 82 game season when Michael Jeffrey Jordan played 8 seasons of 82 games, bro, or more? Think about that.
I
Mike
agree.
did that 8 times or 9 times because I may have it wrong. He did that 8 or 9 times in his career. 15 years of a career, but 13, we're gonna call Mike. We're gonna say that Mike was actually performing at a high level because those last two was with the Washington Wizards. I'm not gonna speak on that. But at the prime of his career, or at the top of his career, from the beginning to that 13th year, Mike played 8 or 9 seasons where he played 82 games and he was playing in the summer.
Agree. But times have changed. The desperation ain't there no more. The love for the game probably ain't there no more. Like half these kids that's coming in the league now have millions of dollars because of NIL now. So it's like the want and need for it ain't there. Like you said, the drastic, measures of them having to get to league. Like Jordan them had to do that every day to like, get out. Or I ain't say necessarily Jordan, but like, anybody that's came up broke, poor, like one parent home. A lot
Bro,
of
I'm
these
gonna say it
guys
one more
now
time. I'm gonna bring his name up. Kobe Bryant did not have to play basketball.
they didn't.
His father was who?
Shit, Kobe Bryant was it fucking
Was it Joe Bryant?
yeah, Joe
His
Bryant. Yeah,
father's name?
I often say was it Bean Bryant, but I think it's Joe Bean Bryant. Yeah,
He didn't have to play basketball. He chose to play basketball because he wanted to be like Michael Jordan. And then once he found out that he was good in high school, he said, I want to be better than Michael Jordan. Kobe didn't have to play basketball. And I understand what you're saying. I get it. A lot of these guys are getting NIL deals and they do not have to play basketball for the rest of their career. But if you're going to grab that bag and if you're going to play at that level, you might as well go all the way the fuck out. What are you doing if you're not going to play basketball at the highest level then? You should be in shape. Y'all should be training and y'all should be resting y'all body.
yeah,
None of
I
y'all
agree.
niggas are none. So okay, so saying that, then who's better than LeBron James? Then here's a nigga that came from nothing from Akron, Ohio. They say he been spending millions of dollars on his body for the past 3 to 5 years or more. I don't know because I'm not LeBron. I don't know what they. I don't understand none of that conversation because I'm not part of that. But that's what they're saying, my guy, my G. That's what they're saying about you. You spend 2 to 3 millions of dollars on your body to keep yourself in shape. So if that be the case, what's preventing any of them from making sure that they can do the same thing? You know what that means, right? That means that all year round he's keeping himself in shape.
Yeah. But then you also naming anonymous, like you talking about Kobe, LeBron, like let's get to a lower tier of these guys, and
Okay,
we act like
so we got
Jeff
to make
Teague's
this
talking about it all the
okay.
time. What he's not like he wasn't like not saying end of the game every game, but he wasn't like taking everything too seriously, and like he carved out a good career in the NBA to where he played at least 10 years.
Jeff T had a good career. Salute to Jeff T in the was it 520 podcast?
Yeah, Club 520.
Club 520 podcast. Salute to them. No disrespect to Jeff T, but Jeff T was also being held back because the niggas that he was around was telling her, yo, relax, calm the fuck down. Yeah, Josh Smith and them telling him, calm the fuck down. So he had to
You know what I'm
earn his
saying? Like
spot.
it's the other two
Okay, then
400
Chris
guys in the
Paul.
league
So
that
so what do we say about a nigga like Chris Paul then?
Chris Paul. He, another one of those few guys. Like I mean, Chris
Okay, what
Paul.
do we say about John Stockton, the all-time assist leader? Everybody keeps saying John Stockton was a tomato can, but John Stockton got 15,000 assists, and ain't nobody gonna break that record for the next 10, 20 years. I promise you that.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, I
probably.
shouldn't even say I promise you that. It's gonna be a while before somebody breaks that record because John Stockton made 15,000 assists doing the same thing on every play coming down court with the same group of guys for years. These motherfuckers don't even know how to do assists anymore, bro. That's why the game is so fluid and guys are positionless because nobody knows how to run a team.
Yeah,
You don't think John Stockton and them didn't mind playing in the summer and getting themselves together and shit like that? Come on, man. I'm not buying that bullshit. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying none of that. I think these guys should be working out. If y'all niggas ain't working out, y'all should be. And the reason why that you should be working out is so that you can understand the durability of the season because the body will break down. Dennis Rodman said that. KG said that about Dennis Rodman. He said, yo, after the game, I went, I'm going to the locker room. Dennis Rodman is running on a treadmill with it all the way up on the incline. Did you see that interview?
yeah.
He said Dennis Rodman had the incline all the way up and he was running in combat boots, my G. Dennis Rodman was in combat boots with the incline all the way up. And he said, yo, why are you doing that? He said, this is a trick to stand durable. He said, after the game is over, you got to keep your body ready. That way the next day when you go to the game after today, the next day, 2 days from now or a day from now, your body is ready to compete at the same level that it did tonight. He said you have to work out in between the games. You have to. That's the only way that your body can understand what's going on. So why can't they do it? All that NIL deals, man. I understand that. All y'all young guys, man. Look, young niggas get paid, like Young Dolph said. Young niggas get paid. I ain't mad at no young nigga for getting paid. But when they give you that bread, my nigga, you got to put in the work. That's why guys like me come out and say shit. That's why Shannon Sharp or Uncle Shannon is what some of y'all come That's why other guys come out and they say what the fuck they been saying about y'all niggas because y'all don't work out. Y'all don't take care of y'all body. Y'all don't do what it takes to put in the work and put in the time to make sure that y'all are the best at what y'all did. Shannon Sharp said, I wrecked my body to get to this point. I wrecked myself. So there ain't, like he said, there ain't no reason for me to ever say that I can't do it because I put in the time in the gym and on the field. There will not be a better tight end on the field better than me when I'm playing for the Denver Broncos or when I'm playing for the Baltimore Ravens. There ain't gonna be nobody better than me. So why are we making up? We can't make up excuses for guys that's getting paid $30 million a year, $10 million a year. Let me ask you a question: how hard would you work if that were you?
I mean, I would think if I'm getting most pay, I'm gonna put in the most work. But it seemed like when you pay somebody too early, that's me because I'm younger. I mean, older. I mean, like older at 36 than I was at 18. If I was getting paid 30, $40 million at 18, 19, 20 right off the bat, uh, you feel invisible already as a 20-year old. So I'm gonna think I can, work out when I want, eat what I want, and still be able to do my thing. But I haven't seen it
And
where,
that's and the niggas that do that, they go and eat McDonald's and all that other shit, and their body crashes out on them. But keep on going. You seen it where what?
and I was just, just a different sport, but I've seen it where like the White Sox, like 2020-ish, 2019, they had got a slew of young prospect talents that looked, the part to be in the future for our, team or superstars.
Mhm.
Yohan Moncada, Eloy Jimenez, Luis Robert. These are guys that before they actually played a full season of MLB was paid millions of like 4 years, 3, 4 years, 5 years of good money, at least 60 to 80 million before they played a full season as a White Sox. And I was like, I don't know if they was ready yet to take that bread on because I think the focus and the desire or the need to want to put that work in and knowing that if I thought you got your back against the wall type stuff, like knowing I gotta go hard, put this work in if I want to make this contract or make this bread to feed my family for generations. But if you just got signed, you like, oh, that's all I gotta do. Just be what I did with in AAA, college, whatever. I might not have to feel like the need, the desire to put that work in as much as if I was broke or didn't have the bread to do that or like was given the security.
Heard
So
you.
that's my thing.
Heard you. I'll say this, and for those who don't understand, I'm speaking from a hustler's point. If you give me the chance all day to do the thing that I love all day, like if you take work away and you drop $1 million in my pocket right now, if you drop $4 to $5 million in my pocket, let's say $8 million ends up in my account and I have to pay the taxes and I end up with $4 to $5 million at the taxes. You telling me all I gotta do is sit here and do this every day? So for 8 to 10 hours out of my day, this is all I gotta do is do podcasts, whether it be with this chucklehead motherfucker named KEEF2TALL or other guests. And all I gotta do is create clips and upload it and then talk to y'all myself where I can do that instead of getting up and going to work and somebody paying me to do that. I'm from the era of hustlers. I would be doing that.
I
There's
think
no reason for nobody to sit around and say that I don't have the time or I'm tired to work on a craft that I'm getting paid to do.
true. I think when it comes to physical things, sports that could change. I mean, not saying that doing a podcast is not mentally
Okay.
draining, physically
Got you.
draining, or
Got you. And I hear that. Boom. Let's remove the podcast or me doing youth programs. Let's get into me doing boxing. If you remove all this and you told me there was $8 million waiting for you, and all you got to do is get in shape every day for the next couple of years, and we're gonna get a fight for you in about 2 years. and you told me all my bills and everything was gonna get paid for. You know how many, you know how much I'm gonna be in the gym, in the sauna, and everything else.
Now, are they? Don't say because it's like you said waiting for me. So it's like you still building up to get to that money. You want somebody to
Yeah.
drop 8 million in your bank account right now? It's like, hey, go ahead and start working on that boxing right now.
Gone, gone. Hey, Keith, I'm gonna give you the keys to the warehouse. You figure this shit out. You do it on your own, homie. I jump on when I can. All right. But I gotta go in here and I gotta get in this gym. They just gave me a big old bag of money. And if you want you to come, you can come to the gym and watch me train and work out and everything. You can do an update on the journey and everything. But I gotta get
Mhm.
to this. I
I
gotta
agree.
get to this because I want to fuck somebody up so bad that I'm willing to risk my life for that. And if you telling me that someone is giving you $20 million for the next 2 to 3 to 5 years, and you're not gonna work hard at it to be good at your craft, there's something wrong with that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a little
I,
offended by that.
I agree with that. But motherfuckers make up their own mind, their own decision of what they want to do, and money changes a lot of things, man.
Keith, do you not
Not a
get
lot
up
of people
every
have that same willpower as you or
Keith?
like that mentality.
Keith, do you not get up every day and go work a 9 to 5 every day for a paycheck?
Yeah,
Do you not get paid every 2 weeks for your work that you do?
I do.
So if you can dedicate 8 to 10 hours out of your day to go make a paycheck for somebody that's making more money off of you for doing the work that keeps them paid, why can't these millionaire niggas go out and do 4 to 5 hours of the same work? Not the same work, 5 hours of the work that they do on that level to make sure that they are the best at what they do.
That's that's my thing now. So like, a lot of these players get paid to do exactly that, but I don't see the results. I don't see these things equating to the work hard work put in. I see jag-offs. I see
A
fucking
lot of you niggas, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, uh, football as in soccer, golf, whatever it is, tennis, a lot of you niggas is jag-offs, like he just said.
so I mean
And he trying to cover up for you niggas. He really trying to cover up for you niggas because he likes to play sports. And I like to play sports too. But I get up every day and I go work a job that helps someone else get paid more money than I do.
you get to you we were basically going to
And
work
I
for other
get 0.000. I get 0.00003 of what they actually make in the tens, millions, billions of the range where they make that money at. You do
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, we working to live it's other people's dreams. So
We basically get paid to make other people rich. And because of that, and I'm just giving it to y'all on a scale where we at right now, right? Because we are the common man. This is the common man talking to y'all, right? So when we look at y'all niggas, we love y'all and we praise y'all niggas for what y'all doing, getting paid for the stuff, shit that we would love to do and see y'all do all day, every fucking day. And then when y'all niggas don't show up, man, that should be disappointing. That's why that's another reason why Michael Jordan is one of the greatest. That's the reason why Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player that ever existed. Because for his whole career, he knew people that were coming to the games to see him because it was him. They were risking their life savings, their whole paycheck for their kid or their kids to see Michael Jordan. So he played as many games as he could because he knew the fans were showing up to see Michael Jordan. And because of that, he showed up to every game that he could. So everybody got the chance to see him play. So when y'all niggas tell me, man, that y'all don't want to play or there's too many games in the season, we need to drop it to 65. I thought about that. I said, okay, they should drop it to 65. But here's the thing: if they drop it to 65, are you all cool with the pay cut that comes with dropping it to 65 games.
They ain't gonna want that.
Y'all don't want the pay cut? Then y'all niggas got to play basketball. Y'all got to play football. Basketball players get paid way better than NFL players do. NFL players are getting shit on all the time.
They
And
put
that
their pride
contracts
in.
need to be renegotiated, but the players won't commit to a strike. They won't do that. They won't do
Scared.
that. And I understand why, because they got shit that they have going on and they want to make sure that it gets paid for it. But if it's me and y'all want more money, man, stop playing. All y'all just stop playing. That whole league breaks down without the players playing. All of them, white, black, Mexican, Hawaiian, Samoan, all Filipino, whoever it is. Just stop playing American football. That whole shit will collapse. Y'all talking about Colin Kaepernick did the wrong thing. No, he didn't. He was standing up for injustice in our neighborhoods. He wasn't saying nothing bad about America. They made it about America because they just didn't want to deal with what he was saying. They didn't want to talk about, they didn't want to have to talk about police brutality, racism, which is still prevalent because the fact that he lost his fucking job is racist. The fact that he's still not playing is racist. These are the things that they did not want to address, which are still prevalent. It's right there in front of you all.
Yeah.
So when we get back to it and we say, y'all don't want to do this shit to make this shit better for y'all, because it's y'all that got to deal with it. It's the players. They need you all to make this sport good. And I
Yeah.
know I'm going on a rant and everything, and I should probably stop. So I'm gonna stop now. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no timekeepers on this bitch, but this
Nah.
is our shit. We can say whatever the fuck we want to. You know what I'm saying? This is sports punch. Hope. Can't nobody tell us what to do, bitch. But go ahead, keep it's your world, man. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. My bad.
Nah, you good, man. You know, that's what was needed, bro. I agree with most of everything you said for the most part. Um,
And before we move forward, fuck y'all for firing Ryan Clark.
I
It
mean,
will all no. Let me say this as well, because it will all show when the ratings drop and Kendrick Perkins is gone, and y'all put them lame ass niggas that y'all about to put up there. All of it's gonna show. I'm not gonna even say nothing, but it's all gonna we all gonna find out the truth about what's about to happen. When Kendrick Perkins is gone, remember y'all using niggas for ratings. We get that, but the truth is gonna show. And whoever signed up for that bullshit and try to, y'all know what y'all doing, Sambo ass niggas. Y'all know you Sambo ass niggas. I ain't gonna put the camera on Keith because he laughing and shit right now. All right, I can show him. He trying to straighten up right now, which he doing. All right, but we know who
but
it is. See, there it is. He came out as yeah, there it is. Uh-huh. But we know what you Sambo niggas gonna do. We know who they fan. We know
yeah,
that shit. They should have had nothing to do with Ryan Clark saying that Schrager was a fucking non-employee or non-player. The majority of these broadcasters and sportscasters and announcers are non-players. The majority of them, unless they actually
it,
come from the game, the boxing realm, the football, basketball, whatever it is, golf, whatever it is, European football, whatever it is, hockey, whatever it is. You motherfuckers never played the game. That's why y'all doing that. Because y'all want to talk about some shit that y'all think y'all understand, but y'all not out there. That's why the analytic guys, the nerds, they're saying, "Oh, we want to be a part of it too." Hey, that's my buddy. Let me welcome my buddy in. Yeah, but he ain't never got on that field. He don't know what it feel like to he don't know what it feel like to take a punch in the face. He don't know what it feel like to be down 15 with 2 minutes left to go, and there's a certain thing that you got to do defensively and offensively to make sure that you get the game under control. They don't understand that shit. So salute to the Sambos that's gonna get up there and geek WB. Salute to you motherfuckers, but man, I fuck with you, Ryan Clark. Fuck them. I'm done.
no. How they did Ryan Clark, like literally, like while he was in the middle of NFL Live, was
How they
bogus.
doing it?
Like they were saying that they were supposed to let everybody go. That they was gonna let go the next day. Like they let go of Cam Newton and others. It seemed like they let go of the niggas first for some reason though. I only seen only black people getting fired. But the way they did Ryan Clark, like in the middle of a show, let you know and use a bullshit excuse. Oh, we didn't want him to see the on the ticker at the bottom that he was getting fired. Like then don't put it in the property, you dumbass. Like you don't want to control what goes on in that information, or
We
I got to
didn't
with
want to
Twitter
see him. We didn't want him to see it on a ticker as a
or
show
or
was going on.
or social
But you
media. I'm like,
fired him anyway. You fired him anyway. So he was gonna see it regardless.
made it worse. Like mother, like what happened? You still got a whole program, 30 minutes of a show to go that he's heavily featured on, and you don't. Oh yeah, that's why I ain't like that. Like I understand like they have cutoffs every year, seem like, or every other year, and depending on how much you're making or whatever, they're gonna let you go. But
Bro, they fired him anyway after saying all that. These are excuses that they are making because they did not want Ryan Clark on the show. And they did that because they know we are in control. This is our shit. Hey, to Ryan Clark, Kendrick Perkins, and all of you guys, we live in the age of the internet. Why don't y'all just go ahead and make y'all show?
and that's the thing with Ryan
That
Clark. He
why don't
already
y'all
got
just
there with the pivot.
yeah with the pivot and then you listen, y'all can have a show that literally runs 12 to 16 hours a day, right? Y'all got segments that could run 4 hours here and then it repeats another 4 hours and then another 4 hours. Or you can have this group of guys on at 4 hours. You have another group of, and I'm giving y'all the idea. The game is free, right? The game is to be sold untold. And even though I need to sell it, I'm giving it away for free. Y'all can have a 4 hour show from 6 in the morning to 10, right? And then from 10 to whatever time, and then from that time to whatever time and another time, right? And then as it goes, it's cyclical. It repeats until the next group of people come in the morning and they do their show over again. And y'all can do that 3 times a week. Y'all can do that 4 times a week. And as it grows, it's only going to attract. Of course, everything Rome wasn't built in a day. God couldn't make everything in a day. It took him 7 days, 6 days, and he rested. I don't think nothing ever completely takes a certain amount of time. It's everything is always building until the machine builds itself and then it rounds itself out and it becomes cyclical and you don't need to do anything else to it but drop a pin or a certain ball into it and it just rounds itself out. Kendrick Perkins, Ryan Clark, uh Channing, Frederick Taylor, um Shanae Gumake, if they trying to get rid of her, L Duncan, all of them, man, get together and put that shit together, man. Put together something independent. We live in the age of social media. There's no way that y'all cannot do this shit. There's no way that y'all can't get together and make this shit happen for yourselves and make it where it's something that's applicable for everybody that's involved. There's no way that they can't do it, bro. They can do it. And it may not make the most grandiose amount of money, but it's you guys controlling it. And it's you guys talking to Amazon Prime or talking to the zone and having these shows and it catches fire. And then you guys can eat off that. And you guys can have fun doing what y'all normally do. Why not do that? Man, fuck them. Why do we think we need these motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about us? They've been exploiting us for the longest of time. We are the product. We are the culture. They need us. Man, them yo, Keith, be honest. Those platforms are mayonnaise without us.
No, so when you brought up the NFL stuff, with the cap and all that, like I was talking to my brother like a year ago. Well, when the Bears was winning and stuff, I was like, "You watching the Bears game?" He's like, "Nah, man, I don't rock with NFL no more. I don't watch it no more." Like, yeah, especially after what they had done to Cap, because I don't like that. I can't fuck with them. Like true, I understand. I definitely get that. Understanding, like I was down with it, the calls and all that stuff, but I was like, it would really take the players. Like if they really had Cap's back, or if they really wanted to fuck some shit up and stop some shit, who was basically what 80% of the league, the black players should not have be playing, should not be coming to practice, should not have come to OTA, should not be coming like sacrifice them. I mean, I understand you got shit to do, you got family to feed and all that stuff, but like if
Listen,
y'all really want to make impact and like make it truly difference, y'all shouldn't even showed up. Make them go find a bunch of white guys or whoever they can find to play football again, because it's going to be
Yes.
watered down. It's going to be not as fun, not as good. They got to teach a whole new system to new players that never played, at this level, or and it felt like that. So, and that's on us as well as a culture, as a people, where we got to stick together and rise up. When people are pressing us and stuff like that, and we've seen at times where we could do that. But I ain't gonna lie, every time we do that, they come around and burn our shit down, or like run some
And
shit
here's the
over,
thing: you can never be
make some
scared.
laws.
You can never be scared of what somebody else is gonna do. All you have to do is show up and do what the fuck you supposed to do.
I
The
agree, but
universe, God, Allah, Jesus, Jesus Cristo, whatever it is that you believe in, Confucius, Buddha, whatever it is that you believe in, your reward will be given to you because of what you were supposed to do. These motherfuckers are doing what they're supposed to do because they know that. I'm not going to even get into that conversation.
yes,
But we know who the guys are. We know who the creative people are. We know who the real niggas is. We know who the ones is. We know who the motherfuckers who got talent are. And we need to stop acting like it ain't us, bro. They shut it down because they don't want to see us doing what the fuck that we supposed to do. We got to stop acting like that. There's nothing wrong with Ryan Clark. There's nothing wrong with Shaq. There's nothing wrong with uh Kenny Smith, Kenny the Jet Smith. There's nothing wrong with Charles Barkley. There's nothing wrong with you, Keep Too Tall. There's nothing wrong with all these other motherfuckers out there doing it. We just have to do what we're supposed to do and back ourselves up. Get back and get people around us that can help us pursue what we're trying to do and move forward
yeah,
and do that to the best of our ability. With like I said, with this age of internet, bro, we should be able to capitalize on that and show what we're doing and say, hey, this is the product that we got, and we're gonna push it the best way we can, the best way we can. Marcus Carruthers, my homie, short. There's no reason that Vulture City should be bigger than what it is. It should be way bigger.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? My homie Tone doing Origins, YBE. There's no reason that it can't be bigger than what it is. You understand what I'm saying? All of it. What we're doing right now, Full Profits Podcast, Sports Punch. There's no reason why it can't be bigger than what it is. It's all about us linking up and pursuing that and making sure that we make what we're doing bigger than what it is. My homegirl, Honeybee Bakery Boutique. There's no reason why it can't be bigger than what it is. There's no reason why. It's just us having not the belief, but having faith in each other and the respect for each other, the dignity and integrity to believe in the product, not believe, to know that the product is worthy of being bigger than what it is, and then go from there. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep moving because we'll be on this all day.
yeah. I was gonna say, get
Niggas
back on
start preaching
track.
in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to hear me. Motherfuckers
Yeah,
start
we already
passing
gave
out.
him about 30, 40 minutes for preaching.
That's
So, hey,
okay. That's okay.
yes, Lord.
Sorry, everybody.
Welcome to the black delegation, bitches.
Right, right. The black
No,
delegation would like to trade Oprah for Eminem.
but yeah, so just back to shit. I lost count, but no. Darren Peterson, my breakdown. Comp Anthony Edwards or right-handed James Harden. He can get to his spots. Can score at any level. He can get to where he want when he want. Off the dribble, pull up, go to the hole. He will boom your ass if you think he can't boom. I see he can gain some motherfuckers a couple of joints where they thought he wasn't gonna go up hard. He did. Um, he can also play defense. He not a slouch on defense. It's just he's willing to want to do that. A problem, no, a reason of concern or a problem, the turnovers, which I think that will come, get better as you go and keep playing and get stronger. But turnovers was a problem. He was turning the ball a little bit. Can play one-on-one defense. Uh, William Placer as well can be a great passer if he really wants to. I think great fit with the rest of the team with what they got. I think Jazz got a great one if they can somehow convince him to stay. I think the thing with him, do he want to play in Utah past his rookie contract? I don't know. We'll see. Utah is never really a great place for a black young man like that too much. They
It
find their
depends what
way.
type of black man you are, because Darren Williams was there, for a little bit, and then he left. But Darren Williams had some very good successful seasons there as well.
But he is light skinned as hell and from Texas. But
That man,
you
do
can
that man
kind
like
of
that. You just
fly.
gonna
You
do
can
that man like that? You just gonna do
that's
that man like that?
that's my boy. That was my boy. But like, give you a dark skinned nigga in Utah unless you a Karl Malone type.
I was just about to say, because Karl Malone was there. What was the
But
name?
he
Obakar. He
uppity
was there.
old school
Obakar was a
rapey
big
ass nigga.
black nigga though, bro.
Get them a crunchy black type of motherfucker like shit, Crunchy Black the rapper himself. Let him go live out in Utah, see how that go. No, it's playing.
Send Bowl over there. See if Bowl can hoop over in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? He be done fucked all they hoes.
We'll see if Jaren Jackson want to stay there. We'll see if
That's another big motherfucker right there.
yeah. So Anthony, like you said, Darren Pearson, he can be one of those ones like he might be the best player out of all four of these if he stop being on bullshit like as far as what they try to make him seem like he was doing in college. But I think he could be one on one if he just put that work in for that team and trust him. Um, Cam Boozer, number three pick. Out of the top four, he played the most games. He played 6 games, averaged 18.5 points per game, 8 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.8 steals. This was a hard one. I couldn't find his player comp, but from what I've seen and what a lot of people have said since the NCAA tournament, March
Cam
Madness,
Boozer is just going to be nice, bro.
people tried to shit him. They told him they don't want him at the for the Bulls. I'm like, y'all tripping. I'm sorry. A lot of people said they did not think he's going to be this good
Like I
or
said,
good at all.
Mr. Consistent.
He's the most pro ready out of all of them already. He's a great passer. Could play point forward if he really wanted to. Better defensively than they claim. I say this man took Caleb Wilson cookies on the full court press. I didn't see them
That
stole.
was the hell of a game. That was a hell of a game.
Yes, yes, yes. He can shoot the three better than people had expected or claimed. Pretty solid from what I've seen in summer league. It was in it. I've seen it grow already because when I saw him do it in March Madness, it was a little slower shot, a little slower build, 50-50 chance. Not 50-50, but like more like 33% chance, like one of the three chances like is going in. I feel like now it's moved up to 40% with the way he was shooting. He was in the corner, knocking it down, stroking it. He found a quicker way of shooting it. Very strong. That's one thing you need to be in the league if you're going to be good. At least be strong. He has structure on how to play the game, or to his game. Solid leadership, post moves, inside game. He'll post you up, 15-footer, float. He'll float on your ass if he need to. Hook shot. Can dribble more better. Like he's a better Carlos Boozer, more athletic version of
Absolutely.
Carlos Boozer. Stronger,
Absolutely.
quicker on his feet. It goes to the
Absolutely.
whole Carlos Boozer. It will, I say, will prove people wrong this year.
A
As
hundred
far as
percent.
he has legit,
There's no way you can look at Cam Boozer and say that this is a waste of talent. There's no way you can look at him and say, yo, this was a bad pick.
yeah. And
No
for,
way.
and for what Memphis just went through these past couple years, they needed that. If they're going to, especially getting rid
Because
of Jai.
they got rid of everybody.
So now it's just I hope you can build some stuff around him to help that team get better. But I think he's going to be. I think he has potential to be rookie of the year, given the team that he's on and the potential touches he's going to get. It's just on him to stay healthy and work on his game.
That's the thing. Because of the team that he's on, the focus will be more on him. And I would like to think that Cam is going to end up getting more double teams than people that have expected, which will allow him to perform at a higher level than what people were expected, because there will be more reads and there will be more things that you try to take advantage of his game, and he'll have to make those adjustments. So I think it'll be a situation where Cam has to understand the game early on, and he'll end up being and it's no disrespect to him if you take it this way, you'll end up being like a Carl Malone, or you end up being like a Tim Duncan because your game will reflect on that. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just that you're that good that people have to focus in on you. They're gonna have to try to take things away from you and figure out ways to affect your game. You're gonna end up needing a point guard, and you're gonna end up needing somebody that can shoot the ball to take that pressure away from you, so that you can be more effective when you're rebounding, you're playing defense, and everything else. When you're not getting the ball, but Cam Boo's, like I said on the previous episodes, you may be the model of consistency, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I wonder if his number going to be 27 in the league. You know, I'd love to see him carve out his own number and make a number great. But 27 is a nasty number in the NBA. But we'll see if he stick with that number. Probably, I think he's locked in with it, but we'll see.
I don't know. That's a Rudy Gobert number. I don't know if he's gonna end up keeping that, but Cam Boo's, you know better than that, sucker nigga. So let's say this though. Not too many people walked around with that number 0.
Shit, what's happened the last 2 years with anybody with the number 0? I'm not touching that number. Other
Yeah,
than the torn
well,
Achilles,
but no. Let's
hey,
go back.
dang.
Agent Zero was the original. And
You saw,
oh
but
shit.
yeah. What happened with
Damn.
Agent Zero?
Shit.
Anybody that touched that number 0 the last few years at least, it ain't looking too good. So, and it's a nice number to have.
Consider that, Cam Boozer. Because what Gilbert Arenas tried to do, he tried to make that something, and he tried to elevate it, right?
Yeah.
But then he became an asshole and a jag off.
And he was always an asshole in Jaguar. We just didn't know it until we seen it.
Yeah. Once he got
Go ask,
secure, he started showing what he was, you know.
go ask Richard Jefferson and Arizona Wildcats. He been on that
He
bullshit.
been that, and then when he got that money, it just became worse.
Yeah.
Javaris Crenton, I don't know where you are, man. God bless you, brother. Whatever your struggle is right now, I hope you get through it and you get to it. I wish you the best in life. Hopefully you recover from these incidents and you can get your life back together, because I don't want to see any black man struggle or go into the penal system where they don't give a fuck about you and they ruin your life. So, man, get yourself together, man. Get your mentality together, because it starts here before it starts anywhere else. I don't know about this, because this is just a machine right here, your heart. It's an engine pumping blood. But here, your mind, your brain is where you're thinking about everything else. Process your thoughts correctly, man, and get through it. But wow, I'll
Yeah.
leave.
All right. Now to the my boy, number
Mhm.
4 pick, Caleb Wilson. Played
Mhm.
4 games,
What have you been doing, Keith? What have you
averaged
been
20,
doing, Keith?
averaged 23 points,
Ooh.
23.5 points a game, 7.3
Just say
rebounds.
24 points a game, man. Round that bitch off.
Round it off. All right, shit. He averaged three blocks per game. Then 3 blocks per game, 2 assists, 7.3 rebounds. Player comp. A lot of people been saying KG, but somebody pointed out, and I've seen a couple of moves that he made was KD esque,
It
like the
is.
hesitation, go to the right, pull up, stop, pop in front of you. That's some KD shit. But on the defensive side, it could be some KG shit too,
It is.
which I feel really good about. Very athletic, very quick. Probably at some point need to add some muscle, but quirky.
He
He
young.
can shoot the 3 pointer and mid range better than people say he did. Just like I think he shoot the better 3 pointer and mid range than AJ Devonta already. Just off what I've seen, and also he's actually been working with Lethal Shooter, the guy that do the training with the shooting, and it
Let's go,
showed
lethal shooter.
the
Let's
way he
go,
shoot
lethal
his three.
shooter. Yeah.
The way he shoots his threes, he's real patient with his shot. He don't rush. He forming everything it locked in, flick of the wrist. I like what I see from him in the 4 games of the summer league. Defense is pretty good. He
He was
three
decent.
2.5 blocks per game, rounded up to 3. he in transition, he blocking your shot if you take his eyes off him. But if he in front of you, he'll block your shot. Like I said, need to add some more weight just so he can deal with a little bit of the bully ball. And I think if he played a four and let Miles play the three, or you can switch them either one. They're interchangeable. But man, I just
Yeah,
think
6'8", 6'9", he got time to grow into all that,
yeah,
he gonna be nice.
I think he do need to slow down just a little bit, let the game come to him.
Mhm.
Stop turning the ball over a little bit. But with the way kind of look like it seemed fluky, but once he figure out the game and slow down the game in his mind and for the team, man, he gonna be a killer, man. I like what I saw. I think the Bulls got one. I think I said if we get a top four pick, we back in this bitch. And then the way they balance out the rest of the team, where they got Nick Claxton, you got Miles Buzelis, you got Norman Powell and Giddy. That could be a run and gun team, shoot 'em up team. It's gonna be some hot ups and downs on the wins and losses, but I think a direction we're going in a few years that we can set on like, all right, this is the future we're going to work with. So I like what I saw. I don't know what you saw, what you feel, but
So,
tell
so
me
what
what you
I
think.
feel is that I like what I saw from Caleb Wilson. My only knock, when I don't think I have any knock. No, I do. Your sense of urgency, paying attention to the shot clock is something that you need to do, brother. So when they pass you that ball at 10 seconds, 9 seconds, or 8 seconds, you got to know that you got to get on your horse and get a bucket as fast as you can before time runs out on it. It is imperative when they give you that ball. That means the people before you didn't know what to do, but they know that the play is over with. So they're giving you the ball so they can get off there. So they can get off of it. So once they give you the ball, make a play, brother. Get to the basket, get a foul, figure out what it is that you can and cannot do to make sure that you can be the most effective player that you are while you out on the court.
Yeah,
That's one of the things that I saw. The other thing was you did good scoring. You scored 35 points one game, 20 the other, whatever it is. But defensively and offensively, know your sets defensively, but know your sets offensively as well. Know who your was it? Know your personnel. So defensively, know who can do what, and offensively, know who can do what, why, and how. Because when they out there with the ball and they fooling around, they know what to do. Excuse me, excuse me. Grab that ball and go get busy, get a play. Because with 10 seconds left, you got to get something going real fast, and you got to get a play going where you can get a bucket, or you can at least get a look at the rim and the ball touches the rim. And I was watching that. I like the game of Caleb Wilson. I told y'all last year or whatever it was, Caleb Wilson is gonna be the guy that we need to pay attention to. I didn't know that he would end up with the Bulls, but he did. The next guy that I'm gonna tell y'all about is Cohen Carr that we need to pay attention to. And I'm not saying the Bulls, I'm just saying that we, as people that love basketball, we need to pay attention to Cohen Carr that plays for Michigan State. All right. But with Caleb Wilson, he's one of the players of the future for the Bulls. He is a mix to me of T Mac, KG, and Kawhi Leonard. And we have to pay attention to a guy like that can do all those things. We just need him to get stronger, get better, and like I said, it'll take the next 3 to 5 years before that happens. But that is a guy we would like to keep on the Bulls and see how well he develops before anything else happens. We need guys like that. We need young guys like that because we don't know if we're ever going to come across them again.
yeah, I agree. All right, we ain't did this segment in a little while, but it's back for the getting ready for the season for NFL and NBA. Hooping the horn. Have you been hooping or have you been horn? Summer League edition.
Ooh, let's find out who been hooping on home. Yeah, dun 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 dun.
Hooping the horn. And your bitch know she going. All right, no. Yeah. But
Time.
Just thank you. I appreciate it. Let me take that.
It's hard.
But yeah, just who been balling, who wasn't balling, who was expected to ball, who didn't ball, and who actually surprised some motherfuckers. On the hooping side, who was actually balling out there? I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start off with the Summer League champ and MVP, Yaxel Lundenberg for the Golden State Warriors. The number I want to
Ooh,
say
Denver Star
11th
24, bitch. My bad,
pick.
my bad, my bad, my bad. Say what you got.
Uh,
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Yaxel Lindenberg. He beat the Memphis Grizzlies and Cam Boozer in the Summer League championship. Don't really mean too much when you win the Summer League championship, but it's good to see that a guy like him, who was I think the 10th or 11th pick, you know, and probably the second, third option on the Michigan team,
Mm-hmm.
actually go out there and in every game since I've seen from the beginning of the Summer League actually get better and better. And he actually came out starting pretty good, but kind of heard, once everybody else got the plan, you kind of heard less of him. But his team was winning in between that, those days, and
Mm-hmm.
he was able to go out there and get an MVP in the Summer League. But I think him going to Golden State is a good spot. That's why I'm like, I think that's a good spot for him to go there, learn from Jimmy, learn from Steph,
Everybody.
Draymond, potentially LeBron, whatever. But a good showing for what he did. Braden Burry from the Milwaukee Bucks. This man was averaging, I believe, it's like 27 points in the summer league. I
Mm.
mean, summer league team was ass, and that team gonna be ass without Giannis now. But good to put your name out there. Didn't hurt too much about you before the draft or through the season. Prove me wrong, and I might have to start looking to you a little bit more. One of the few players that's actually on both hooping and hoeing at the same time. Darius Acuff Jr.
Uh,
Sorry.
I was waiting. I was waiting. Who I was wondering who it would be. Come on, talk
Yeah,
about it. Talk about it.
because like from what I've seen, like he can score, but the thing it's gonna take him like he kind of like shoot a lot of shots to get to this, like 25 points. He gonna shoot 8 for 25 or 20 shots for 40 shots to get to that point.
Right. That's
But
nice.
I'm my thing with this is like I wanna rock him something about I just didn't see in him like before like with I didn't see him too much in the regular season, but I heard a lot about him. And then when the tournament started, the first couple games he was balling. But the one game I actually got to watch him ball when he counted, really didn't do nothing to me that showed me like I don't know if he's gonna be my number 4 pick. Like a lot of people were trying to say, no man, fuck Taylor Wilson, fuck Cam Boozer, get Darius Acuff. Nah, dog, don't overthink this, my
Yeah.
boy. Now I hope that I pray that Darius Acuff prove me wrong and go be a killer at some point. But right now, I just think he gotta get like he like fake slow, like he got like a little muscle in him, but he's not like that jack strong, but he can be. But I just think he just gotta work on his game, get to the hole, learn how to stop and pop, get some quick, make those quick, easy shots, go to the hole a little bit better. And just figure out, play a little bit of point guard, learn how to pass the ball when you in the jam.
Yeah.
So he showed me good where he can ball on some hooping shit. But I seen where he turned the ball over, kind of missed a lot of shots that that he would usually make, I guess, to
Yep.
be on the holding side. So he like in the middle, like he was hooping and holding. Probably one of the only people that did that. Cam Carr,
Very few.
Cam,
Very few people.
Cameron Carr. He showed me that he was hooping. He showed me that's why the Bulls should have drafted him at 15 instead of
Ladies and
Swain.
gentlemen, let's get it. Let's make sure we get it understood. He's talking about Cameron Carr,
Yeah,
not
Cameron Carr.
Cohen
I
Carr,
yeah,
that
Cameron
plays for the
Carr.
Michigan State
Yeah,
Spartans.
Cam Carr that plays for now the Los Angeles Lakers, but I think he played for Baylor, if I'm not mistaken. Score, and when he played against the Bulls in the summer league, he was dicking us. I'm playing like he was just doing it. Like I'm like, why the hell did they not draft him instead of Swain? And for the Horn list, Swain, number 15 pick.
Absolutely.
We had to hit
Absolutely.
on that, and it's still early, but from what I've seen, Swain, we already got there on the team with Isaac Okoro, a 3 and D, not even the 3 and D, like a defensive guy
So
that
sit
that
there
can
like
slash.
motherfuckers wasn't gonna notice you. That's what you was gonna do.
But
He said that like motherfuckers were gonna
Oh,
notice that he was sitting there at the bar.
yeah. So it was like, I hope that they prove me wrong. Like I saw like in his highlights, like during the regular season, why they thought that like he was a slasher, go to the hole, finish at the rim, play some defense.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't see too much of that in summer league, but and amongst your peers, when you was like the top scorer for Texas or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
no Tennessee or was Tennessee, I believe. But like I said, it's still early. It's still early, so I ain't gonna kill him all the way. But Cameron Carr was hooping, Swain, Hoeing. I
Damn,
had
that's fucked up.
Acuff in between Horn, it basically hooping and Horn.
What he get?
Uh, I want to give a shout out to Morez Johnson, the guy that the Dallas Mavericks took at 10, and a lot of people question like, why him over Lindenberg, or Ade Amaya, and a couple other players. But he put up some points for them and showed out a little bit. Mikael Brown Jr. for the Brooklyn Nets. He's a scorer that can dish it out a little bit. He might be a good, young guy for them in the future. But another Hoeing, uh, hate to do it for my boy, but Keaton Wagler. I feel like he had one good game, but I feel like not only he's just a small dude and he just lighting the ass a little bit. But I think Kawhi potentially leaving, Clippers, because supposedly that trade that they had to send him to Toronto didn't technically go official all the way through, or like whatever happened with like the fucking physical or some shit that like they
Mhm.
held that. So we'll see if that goes through all the way. But Wagler, I just think he's got to get some more strength for him, get a little more used to the game, get used to the ruckiness, and he'll be all right. But I thought him with Kawhi and Darius Garland being between those two would have helped him a lot to be that open scorer for them and get them points off. But um, he's on the fringe hoeing tip, but he can easily go into hooping at some point. And then a day Maya. I was expecting a big thing for you. I ain't expect you to be like Shaq or nothing, but like show me some work down there as a big man. Like, come on, dog. But he was doing decent in the first couple games, but like it seemed like they kind of cut him off or like shut him down for after a couple. So if for OKC to have that man, um, which could be scary for the rest of the league, but until he figure out his game,
What man?
A day Maya, the center from Michigan that won the championship, the big dude, 7'2" guy, 7 feet guy, that he went to OKC. And I mean, since I ain't right there then, but speaking of OKC, they traded Lou Dort to Atlanta in the three-team trade that sent Ryan Nimhard from what was that third team? OKC, Atlanta, and some other team. I forgot. I don't want to say it's not Brooklyn, is it?
That's another team I forgot. Man, figure that shit out, man.
Milwaukee or some shit. Anyway, three-team trade. They sent Lou Dort, down OKC, and all they got was like a bunch of second-round picks, which is they just keep loading up on picks. But I think that's another deal
What
to be
they
made.
doing? Because I ain't got to pay you if I draft you. You
Yeah,
already
so
locked in.
I was surprised they actually got rid of Lou Dort. He was there from the beginning. Like he was helped,
Very,
from
very.
from the regular team to the champs. So
Like that don't make sense.
I just, oh, I mean, with OKC, it's probably a captain trying to stay on the second apron, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but shit, that gives Atlanta Hawks like two or three of the best defenders on one team already.
Okay.
With Dyson Daniels and Lou Dort on the team, they already like two of the better defenders in the league. It seemed like Lou Dort's starting to be shown more as a hacker and
Absolutely.
send off man.
Absolutely.
But shit, right now, I want to talk about the Sox and Cubs. Or was there anything on the hoop and the horn? Did you see anybody hoop in the horn that you would like to?
Ooh, nothing that I saw. Nothing that I saw.
As of right now, before this game finished, White Sox 53 wins, 46 losses, 7 games over 500 at this point of the year. No one ever probably would have guessed that. Not even me. I had us winning 70, maybe 75. Has potential to get to 80. 85, but depending on how we keep it going. Last 10 we won 6 out of the last 10, so 6-4. Before the All Star break, we swept the Oakland A's, or no, not Oakland A's, Sacramento A's until they figure out where they're gonna go to Las Vegas or some shit or Sacramento for the All Star game. And after the All Star game, we beat the Toronto Blue Jays, who was just in the World Series last year, 2 out of 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, yesterday we played. Well, not unfortunately, but we played the Texas Rangers this series right now. Yesterday we won 10-3, but
Ooh.
in that win we lost our starting catcher Cal Till again, who's been hurt 2 different times already. This will be the third time, which looked like a goddamn Achilles tear at first, but come to find out it's a high ankle sprain, which he will be out.
So nothing popped anything while you guys were out there.
Was that don't know the pop what?
Nothing popped. Like he didn't his hamstring or
It
his
the
Achilles.
way because he was a catcher, the ball was being thrown to him, and while a runner was scoring, he was like on his back leg. So when he went to go turn to try to tag somebody, his foot got caught under him. And I ain't seen nothing pop, but the way they was like grabbing his lower like ankle or like you think it's Achilles, but the reason why you thought it was Achilles because he tore his ace. Not no way. Relax. He tore his hamstring in the World Baseball Classic before the season started. And then when he tried to come back to play in the start of the season, he messed his knee up.
Mm-hmm.
So you thinking like, the knee bone connected to the thigh bone, and the thigh bone connected, like,
Connect to
literally.
the
Yeah, so it's like you thought if it went from hamstring to knee, you thinking the worst of like Achilles or whatever. But thank God it's only a high ankle sprain, but it's gonna be 6 to 12 weeks, which is still but 2 3 months right there. So he could probably get back before the playoffs if we still in that playoff hunt.
yeah,
Uh,
right.
but with the loss of Kyle
Well,
Till,
look,
we was able to get back, our Southside Samurai Munataki Murakami, the heartthrob, the young rookie of the year, almost before he went down and got hurt for like a month and a half. He's back. But another thing, we got potential. We are potential trade buyers at this summer instead of being sellers. So we got a chance to up our team to try to push for this playoff push because we are number one division right now as of today. Still,
mm,
we're like a game up amongst the Cleveland Guardians, and if we win this division, then we have a chance to get a first round bye, which will avoid the wild card situation and play in the ALDS. So that's I like what we do. I don't want to give too much of my farm, but like we get a couple of pitchers. Now we might have to get another catcher just in case. But I said a couple of pitchers, a starting pitcher and a bullpen pitcher. Cause we got an offense that could take us to the World Series because we just kind of loaded. But losing a guy like Cal Till hurts. Um, the White Sox sent 3 players to the All Star game. It's been a minute since we had a legit All Star. Well, they make sure to have at least one player represent every team in the league. But like this feels like legit 3 All-Star. They deserve to be in the All-Star game. Miguel Vargas, what's my man? Mune Munetaka Murakami and Tristan Peters, a guy that a lot of people didn't expect to be on this team. He was basically like we traded him from the Tampa Bay Rays.
yeah.
He used to play for the Savannah Bananas, which is like a traveling baseball team that kind of like it's not non-traditional baseball, more of an entertaining baseball. But this man is hitting like 285, 290, average.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best center fielders in the league because of his speed and he know how to track the ball real well. And he can hit. He used to be strictly for bunting in the beginning of the season. Now they actually give him the reins to smack that bitch. Uh, the AL American League beat the NL National League 4-0, and a Chicago White Sox player had a home run in that game. It was 3-0. Miguel Vargas solo home run led to 4-0. Um, and it's good to see the White Sox back good and being in the league, and it's considered one of the best stories in MLB right now because of where we came from. Literally one of the fastest turnarounds or your rebuilds that you probably ever see if especially if we make the playoffs. If we make the playoffs this year after being one of the worst teams ever of all time 2 years ago, you don't see too many teams turning around like that. But in baseball, it's not linear, so like it can happen like that if you do your right research, homework, and get the right guys in there and change the culture. Uh, for the bum ass Cubs, nah, 56 and 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say talk your shit, yeah.
Baseball is a karma game. So I feel like if you talk too much about the other team, like usually when it happens, like when a Cubs fan talk about the White Sox, things go wrong. When the White Sox talk about the Cubs, things go wrong. So I'm gonna try and be for the rest of the season, be cool until we play them again in August. But
Okay, all right.
offense clicking at the right time or a good time again.
Who is
Uh,
that?
the Cubs, the offense, because they were struggling. They was like they have like moments where they killing shit, and they go on the streak of just get bad games, 10 game losing streak. But offense clicking at a good time in the summer. PCA or P Crow Armstrong is
Okay, okay.
balling right now. He was also in the All Star game. Pitching needs help, but they just made a couple of trades to help that out. But I don't know how good that will help. Things about it that they have a lot of their pitching that was great or good hurt, so they got to get some of them guys back. So get some of the injured players back. The Cubs and White Sox in August. Thinking about considering going to the game. We'll see. I got a lot going on around that time as well. But it's good to see two teams in Chicago, especially baseball, is legit making it push for the playoffs and making it fun this summer to go to some games. One of the last things wasn't really don't care for it too much at first, but like World Cup, Spain beats Argentina.
Boo.
That's the same time all time winning that. France and England played in the third place game, and I believe England won 4-3. Hoopla about the sport soccer
Hmm.
was Argentina, which has one of the best players they consider of all time, Lionel Messi, on their team.
Hmm.
But I keep hearing that Argentina is considered a racist country. But supposedly they said back in the day, like especially like not too long ago, they was extremely racist and actually doing like racist like chants and sayings at the World Cup just recently, which they was talking about actually having to make them apologize, but I don't think they did. But people are trying, turn the narrative like they're saying it's the old Argentina, that's racist. But now it's gotten better. They try and be like, some Germany, like Germany, yeah, they was Nazis back then,
Yeah,
but now we ain't that racist. But
it
it is
is
what it
my
is.
G. Yeah,
But
it is.
one reason I could never like watching that championship game for 90 minutes, damn near, no one scored. Argentina didn't have a kick towards the goal until 83 minutes in the game.
83 minutes, bro.
I don't want to watch grown ass men or women run
Just
on grass
not
and kick a
sucker, not
ball
sucker build
for
them.
80 to 90 minutes. I need some
No,
action. And not
not
only that,
sucker build them.
you can see the refs was low key cheating for Argentina to try to help them win, to try to get Messi that one more World Cup win. But Spain came through in the late in the innings, late in the minutes of the round and got the win 1-0. And that's my World Cup update. I'm glad it's over with. The one time I go to New York, I went down there and didn't realize they was hosting it there for the championship game. So that's why I couldn't find a goddamn hotel for under less than 1,000 in that bitch. Unless you went to the deep skirts of the hoods. And it kind of made my New York trip a little hard because I picked a spot out in Brooklyn that I thought was like within the city close enough for everything else. Nah, we was traveling back pretty good. An hour, 45 minutes, no, 45 minutes to an hour back each time. So now I know how big New York is and how it really get down there. I can maneuver better next time. But my trip to New York was fire, pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. New York is a bigger but dirtier version of Chicago. I'm sorry. No disrespect to New Yorkers. Y'all got it popping this summer right now. Y'all back. It took it. Y'all was going through some years. Y'all was leaning me on the hip hop side in sports, but now y'all got it back, man. Hove made it cracking with the 3 day weekend.
Yeah.
Y'all won a championship with the New York Knicks. I'm pretty sure some couple of things probably didn't happen that I don't remember right now in this moment, but made New York lit. But so it was a good time to be around in New York at the time. There's a lot of people out there. Almost regret it. No, I still regret, but I almost regretted not going to the first night of Reasonable Doubt concert because he brought out Nas and he brought out Beyonce at the time. In the moment, I'm thinking, oh, I missed Nas. I'm thinking the Nas gonna come out on night two. You know, Jay was gonna do Takeover, and you know he could do Ether, but that ain't happen. But I missed out on the night one. Night two, Blueprint was fire though. Got to see one of my favorite albums of all time perform almost in its entirety. That's the only thing about that show that I did not like is that he didn't perform Takeover. You know, I understand why. You know, God bless. You know, Prodigy. You know, the blessed dead. You know, he's not here to defend himself or like you know, it's old beef anyway. And then him and Nas are cool. He was there the night before a Reasonable Doubt. But I just thought it could be a real moment that they could have both did that song, you know, Take Over and Ether just for shits and giggles and to show that they're over it. And get the fans something that some people wasn't able to see how they did it the first time when they first brought him out. But he did bring out Eminem, and no Eminem did not kill him on his own shit. But you know, Eminem, that was Eminem beat, that was his song. Gave it to Jay. You know, Jay's second verse fire. And then third night, oh my God. Hova pulled out the stops and brought everybody named Mama out. He pulled out the Avengers. We got Jermaine Dupri, Tiana Taylor, Usher, Rihanna, Swiss Beats, Jay Kitchen, Fat Joe, Beyonce, maybe somebody else, but I think that's pretty much the main of the gist. He just did like an all around extra in the show. So with that said, I had a great time in New York. If I ever go back, I don't know what to do now. Couple good food spots out there. Uh, homeless lady tried to swing on me. I got my first New York aggressiveness bullshit that just happened. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this episode of Sports Punch. It's your boy KEEF2TALL. This old man Rivers over there that's sleeping right now. Matthew, PP Peppers. I think this man really actually passed out or he wasn't really listening. We don't give a fuck. Thanks for coming out for Sports Punch. It's your boy Keith. This is beanhead, piehead, selling motherfucking golden brown, look like motherfucking Cochise on Cooley High, Matthew Pepper, and Faux Profits. Y'all have a good y'all have a good night. It's the Rock. No, it's playing before everybody stay over the Theo Epstein. Hey Matt. Yeah, my man's out of there. This is gonna be funny. I don't know what to tell you. I'm out. I'm done. You finna probably wake up and be mad as fuck. This nigga really that. I don't know what to do. Hey, yo, my boy. I don't know. He might be jerking it in his mind. He is jerking it. He thinking about old niggas right now. He really. I thought that was gonna wake him up, but I guess not. But I'm out, man. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm out. My boy, Matt. And I don't know what he be saying. He was like something, something, something. Let Jesus drive the wheel. But I say it could be the meanest burger in the world. It could be the meanest burger in the world if you cook it that way. Hey, all right. I think this man really asleep though. I'm out, y'all. Peace out.